MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Tonight we wrap up this three-game series between the New York Yankees and the Chicago Cubs. It's Interleague Baseball on MLB Network. Jake Arrieta, the Missouri-born right-hander, gets the job of starting pitcher here. Harold, what do you got?
Well, he has really pitched well at home, and I don't know if it's the energy from the fans or he feels comfortable on this mound. However way you want to slice it, he's thrown well at home, and I think we'll get another good performance at home in this game.
Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Underway now on this Sunday night as the game's first pitch misses for ball one. Well, Harold, as we take a look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest three-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matt, this has been a fun series. These two teams are evenly matched. I mean, they've had two games so far, and they've each won one game by one run. It's been fun to watch.
Boy, and it's a good night for the old hot chocolate here. 46 degrees at game time. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Now here's the pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Oh, he might have got away with one. Two-strike breaking ball that ended up being in the zone. I think he probably wanted that out of the zone, but fortunately, he just fouled it off.
And he got him. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Matt, Jacoby Ellsbury is really fueling that offense right now. I was talking about him earlier with some people, and I kept telling him he's got some really good speed. If you watch him in this game, he's the type of guy, he's not going to shock you with his speed, but he can make an impact with his legs. We'll see if he gets that chance.
Here's Chris Carter now. His history with Jake Arrieta. He's hitless in 6 tries. First delivery to him on the way. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
You know, I like Jerry Hillsdale, and so do the hitters and the pitchers. We won't see a whole lot of arguing with his strike zone. He's one of the better guys in the league. Really consistent.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. 1-1, here it comes. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. 2 out, nobody on. Down and away, ball 1.
Now that's a slider that's pretty easy to recognize. Started on the outside, you know it's going to continue to run off the plate. The one that's difficult is that one that starts in at you and still breaks over the plate.
I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Working on striking out the side in the first. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. John Neese. An Ohio-born left-hander gets the starting nod. Harold, any thoughts?
Well, it's interesting. Looking at his numbers, you would think, wow, he must be really excited to pitch on the road because he's pitched great on the road and really struggled at home. One of those rare combinations you see from pitchers from time to time.
In now is John Jay. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Cubs, center fielder, John Jay.
A high fastball is in there. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, Harold, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
And, Matt, you know, you look at they split right now, but they lost the first game 1 to second one, so you're looking at momentum is on their side. That's why I'm kind of leaning towards them here in this third game.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Well, this is the recipe they want. Their pitcher comes out, throws a scoreless top of the first, and then you get a leadoff single to start the bottom of the inning. Good start.
Hayward.
Digging in, Jason Hayward. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. Here comes the first pitch. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Batter-pitcher matchup numbers with John Neese. 9 base hits in 33 at-bats. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. Nobody out, runner on first. Fastball called for strike 2.
He's really put himself now in a position where he's got to battle. Took the first 2 strikes, didn't swing, and now you just grind out the AB.
The 0-2 delivery. And that one misses way inside.
Well, this isn't how he wanted to start the inning. A leadoff single, and then you almost hit the next hitter. Composure. Got to try to get that ball over the plate and maybe get a ground ball.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Misses, ball 2. Ready with the 2-2. A fastball down near the shoe tops.
Not what you want to do on the mound. Go from 0-2 to 3-2, but credit the man in the box for being patient even with 2 strikes.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And that misses for ball 4. And it's first and second now with nobody out.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Here's Chris Bryant now. On the season, he's hitting just over 290 coming into action here. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Now the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Here it comes on 0-2. Fastball got him looking, as that had 2-seam action on it. 1 gone. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, you know, the key for this ball club has been Jason Hayward. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. One of the better hitters in the game this year, currently 7th in the National League batting race. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Ellsbury's after it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting 5th, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
At the plate, Kyle Schwarber. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Matt, in last night's game, this is the situation right here. They didn't do a very good job driving guys in with runners in scoring position. Right here, you got a guy in scoring position. You got to capitalize and drive in. If you swung at a bad pitch last night, get a good pitch to drive right here.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Well, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Cut fastball is in for a strike, 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
Nice pauses, 3-1 on its way. And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
Here's Javier Baez, and he is proving to be something of a non-threat with the bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Ripped down the line. And he tries to get to the backhand, but it gets on by. 1 run is scored. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Well, you love to jump out to an early lead in the first inning. Right there, 2 runs will give you that little bit of cushion to see if the game gets into a good flow for you.
Here's Ben Zobrist now, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Drilled to first. Bird gloves it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. Second inning coming up here at Wrigley. The Cubs lead this one 2-0. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Into the windup and the pitch. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. He pulls this one into right. And that's going to get down in front of Hayward for a base hit. So a base hit to kick things off here, and there's a man aboard to start out there half of the second.
Second baseman, Starlin Castro.
Here's Starlin Castro. In the dirt here. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Wow, one pitch ago he had only given up a single, but with that wild pitch, that single essentially turns into a double. Those kind of things can absolutely kill you.
A runner at second, nobody out. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike.
Now that's not fair. You're supposed to be throwing sinkers, and he throws a high fastball right there. That's why everybody's shaking their head.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Ready on 1-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Jay on the run. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away.
All right, time for the majestic defensive alignment for the Cubs. And down at third base, Chris Bryant, you talk about a tall drink of water. He knocks down everything. He's got the arm strength to play deep. He's got the good hands to catch the ball. But I think it's amazing to be that tall and force him to have to hit the ball over you.
Here's Didi Gregorius. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only one score. From the belt, kicks and deals. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball is coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
The 1-0 pitch. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low.
Hey, that's not some bad pitching right there. You're 2 pitches down, but you have a runner on third, and you know this hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can hit into the air for a sacrifice fly.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike one. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Here's Brett Gardner now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. Still without a home run and 7 driven in. One 1-0 pitch on the way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
2 things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. Montero's got it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Now at the plate, Jake Arrieta. He'll
Leading
get
off
us
for the
going
Cubs,
here in the bottom half of the
pitcher,
second.
Jake Arrieta.
Takes a fastball on the inside corner. The windup and the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. And not much of an effort there as he'll look at strike 3 called, and on 3 pitches he's your first out of the inning.
All right, here's how the Yanks line up defensively, brought to you by Majestic. And I'm looking down there at Jacoby Ellsbury. When he first broke into the big leagues, he could go get everything. Now the arm has deteriorated a little bit over the years, but he can still go catch a ball every now and then.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Into the windup and the pitch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Gloved by Castro. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Up next for
hey,
the Cubs,
not a lot you can do with that
center
pitch.
fielder,
That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Ready for another chance? John Jay. Second at bat here. He reached via a single to lead off the home first. And a fastball just a bit high. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Now that's a good changeup right there. You know the guy's sitting fastball. You get him out in front. Now that changeup's in his head the rest of the at-bat.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. So striding forward now, Chase Headley. He'll lead it off against Jake Arrieta.
Headley.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Late that time for a strike.
It looks like he just swung right over that sinker right there. What is so hard about a sinker, you have to almost go underneath it and scoop it. If you got one of those swings that goes over the top, you're never going to hit him.
Therefore, it is Hayward now, 1 away.
Batting ninth, the pitcher number 47, John
Now at the plate, John Neese, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jacoby Ellsbury. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They're down 2-0. Here's Jason Hayward now. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one.
Jason Hayward.
Line drive to left. Gardner has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1. And with that, we'll give you a quick look at our current standings in the AL East.
Ryan.
Digging in to try it again, Chris Bryant. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away.
First baseman number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Digging in now, Anthony Rizzo. He flew out in his last at bat. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0.
2 outs, bases empty, and I got one of my power guys at the plate. This is where you let it fly right here. Give me a home run or a double. Give me some kind of extra base hit here.
High with the cut fastball, and he's behind 2-0.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself at counts where he's likely to be successful.
3-0 now. Two out, nobody on. A fastball that finds the outside corner. Knee sets his sights. Here it is on 3-1. Takes a knee-high fastball.
3-2.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Kyle Schwarber.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Kyle Schwarber. And we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. First pitch of the at-bat. Right over the middle, knee high. And a curveball that time that broke too low. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
You know, I think that curveball in the previous pitch had him thinking about getting another one, because there's no reason he shouldn't have had a big rip at that fastball. That was right in every hitter's happy zone.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Gregorius is there for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs, but they're on top 2-0. Striding in once again, Chris Carter. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Chris Carter.
Here's the first pitch to him. Lined hard toward right center. And they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through.
Well, you make in-game adjustments, right, Matt? I mean, they've had a hard time scoring. Right here, he jumps on the first pitch to get things going, so I see a little bit of a change. Maybe this is how they jumpstart their offense for the rest of the game.
Standing in now, Gary Sanchez, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball one. 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. The 1-0 delivery. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
On 2-0, you can bet he's looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive. Might be thinking about picking on that big hole between first and second.
Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Has a look, now the pitch. And he lays off again, ball 3.
This is one of those rare hitters counts we've seen in this game. They're just having a difficult time getting it going.
Takes this the other way to right. And that's going to get down in front of Hayward for a base hit. Digging in, Greg Bird, a base hit in his first trip.
Bird.
Looks at a sinker on the outside corner.
Well, there's a first pitch strike. You know, only 50% of the pitches he's throwing first pitch this game have been for a strike. So I'm surprised that he's having as much success so far as he is.
Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
Now that's a big swing. That's what the big fella's supposed to do. Look to go downtown. Let it all fly. He let the dog out right there. I want to see if he calms it down or does it again on this pitch.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
The batter, number 14. Second baseman.
Here's Starlin Castro. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a good curveball at the knees. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Squared that one up just a little late. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And this one's in the dirt. Good work there to prevent any advance. It's 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. In the dirt, and now let's see. Throw to third, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Man, that is such a wasted opportunity. 2 on, 1 out. Perfect situation to induce a grounder and get out of the inning, but instead he's wild, and both runners advance, taking the double play situation away.
2-2 count. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. A big strikeout, and he's 1 out away from working out of a jam.
Boy, he's got great stuff today, doesn't he? That's 7 punch-outs now here in the middle innings. He's up over 1 in the inning up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can change their plan of attack and start to put the ball in play. But right now, that's just not happening.
He's set. Here it comes. Didi Gregorius is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Here's the 1-1 delivery. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Set to deliver on 2-1. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
And remember here, there's an open base at first, so a walk is not the worst thing that could happen right here.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. Just a tick behind for a strike.
This is when he's at his best. 2 runners in scoring position, and this is where he bears down. It's almost like he says, all right, I'm in a jam. Now let me show you how good I am.
Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Hayward. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. Yanks strand a pair. They trail it here 2-0. So stepping in, Javier Baez. He reached on a single in his first try.
Javier Baez.
Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but this is foul for the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
What makes hitting so difficult is covering both sides of the plate, and that hard pitch right there that was inside makes it awfully tough now to cover both the inside and the outside part of the plate.
And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Gardner is camped under this one, and he's got it for out number 1.
The second baseman, number 18, Ben Zobrist.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch on its way. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Gardner is there, and he makes the catch for the second out.
The pitcher, number 49, Jake Arrieta.
Stepping in, Jake Arrieta. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. A fastball that just misses inside.
Tell you what, pitching to the pitcher is not that easy. Sometimes when you face him, a little bit of a letdown. He's in a 2-0 count right now. You got to really focus, I think, more so with the pitcher hitting against you than anybody.
Hit down the third base line, but this will get foul. 2-1.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Grounder down the line at third. And a low throw, but he's able to look this one right into the old breadbasket as he hangs on to end the inning. As we go to break, another look at a throw nicely handled at first. Back for more from the north side after this. Into the box now, Brett Gardner. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The left fielder, number 11, Brett Gardner.
First pitch on its way. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Grounded foul toward the third base dugout. Now here it comes. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here's the pitch on 2-2. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Ready with another 2-2. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Here's Chase Headley. As he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0 delivery. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. And now a pitch on the way. 3-1 now.
He's really been good this game. Around the plate, throwing strikes, hasn't walked anybody. Right now he finds himself a little bit of a hole, but he can battle back.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Sinker misses. Ball 4.
Well, these guys have had a hard time making contact all game long, racking up a bunch of Ks, so that's their first walk of the game. We'll see if that gets them going a bit.
Now batting, John Neese. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1.
Well, I like that right there. Pulling the bat back. You still got to bunt a strike. That's the one trap that bunters fall into. They think they got to bunt anything. It's not a squeeze bunt. You still have to bunt a strike.
And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. 1 there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Nothing across here this half. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cubs 2 and the Yankees nothing. Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
Miguel Montero.
Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. Swing and a liner, but this will be taken in out there at short, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, center fielder Sean Shea.
In now is John Jay. A hit in 2 tries so far. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
That's 2 close pitches right there, and he just laid off him. I think he's sitting on one specific pitch, and he hasn't gotten it yet.
2-0 count, and the pitch. Laid off as it caught the inside corner.
I like that pitch right there. You know he's keyholing you 2-0, and you put one right on the corner. He's not going to swing at it, and now all of a sudden you're back in the count again.
Set to deliver on 2-1. This is flared out towards second. And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step. And it looks like we're going to see time called here as he looked to come up a bit gingerly after he hit the first base bag. But from all indications, it looks like it won't be enough to take him out of the ball game. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag, and he'll get back in standing. And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Here's Jason Hayward now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Here's the 0-1 pitch. In the dirt here. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. From the stretch. And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2.
1-2.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Good wood on it there, but foul, so they'll do it again. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Curveball that time, not even close. Grounded to first. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but that gets erased. 5 innings complete. It's the Cubs 2 and the Yankees nothing. Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Now the pitch. Little tapper down the first baseline. That's a foul ball.
Tell you what, his spot has been the outside pitch right there, and now we're late in the game and he continues to pound the outside pitch, and it's really working out for him.
Now the pitch home to Ellsbury. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. Dribbled to the right side. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The right fielder, number 48, Chris Carter.
Here's Chris Carter now. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Into the windup and the pitch. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
This is the time in the game you start thinking, hey, they might get better swings. Then you see a swing like that. Boy, he's still got it working.
Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Made pretty quick work of him right there, setting him down on only 4 pitches. And what I liked about all of those pitches, they were down around the knees or lower. Pretty hard to do any kind of damage when pitches are located in that spot.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Stepping in now, Gary Sanchez. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And that misses. 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Swing and a line drive. But this will be foul. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ball game. Hit hard to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So nothing happening this time around. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. It's the Cubs 2 and the Yankees nothing. Here's Chris Bryant now. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they face. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Lays off 1-0. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch-to-contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Outside, 3-0 now.
Got through the 5th all right, but it looks like he's a little off kilter here to start the 6th.
Set to deliver on 3-0. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Out of the Yankee dugout now is Joe Girardi as he'll head toward the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Jason Shreve takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
Jason Shreve.
Anthony Rizzo will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. And it looks like the Yankees will have a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. A runner at first with no outs here. And this is reached for and fouled away off to the left as the count moves to 0-2 now. Ready on 0-2. And a fastball just a bit up.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in, make him prove he can adjust before you do.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Into the box now, Kyle Schwarber, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Now a ball lifted high in the air towards shallow right center field. Carter has a long run, but he takes charge for route number 2. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Javier Baez.
Here's Javier Baez, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Here's the 1-0. Off speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. A runner on first with 2 away. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. Into the bleachers and out of here. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 4th home run for him on the season. And with it, the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
He saw a few balls down in the zone earlier in that at-bat, but finally got a pitch he liked and promptly deposited over the fence. Made the pitcher pay for his mistake, which is exactly what you're supposed to do.
The second baseman, number 18.
Into the box, Ben Zobrist. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. No hits to this point. The 1-0 delivery. A fastball that just misses inside.
We are now watching him put on a clinic. This is exactly the way he loves to hit. Very patient, and now he's got a 2-0 count looking for his pitch.
3-0 now.
Well, I'll tell you, from where I'm sitting, it looks like he's starting to rush his delivery out there. Someone needs to remind him to stay back and let his arm get out front.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. Takes a high fastball for a strike. He's set. Here's the 3-1. And that misses for ball 4.
The pitcher, number 49. Jake Arrieta.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jake Arrieta. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch on its way. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down, and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line, you see a lot of swinging misses on those.
Here's a changeup that's right there, 1-1. Swing and a liner. Foul. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch.
Nope.
And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with the slider. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. 4, 5, and 6 coming up to start the 7th. It's now 4-0 Chicago. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Digging in once again, Greg Bird. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1.
He's really done a remarkable job considering the fact that he's thrown first pitch strike to less than half the guys in the lineup. He's under 50% right now, and that's usually not a recipe for success.
And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2. And then that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Hayward giving chase. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, second baseman, Starlin Castro.
Digging in to try it again, Starlin Castro. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate.
Well, he got a piece of that breaking ball right there. That's the second one he's seen in a row now, and he fouled that one off. Let's see if he comes back with a third one. 3 in a row.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Hard sinker misses, 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Zobrist has it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Up next for the Yankees, shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
Here's Didi Gregorius. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. A knee-high sinker. Tough pitch. Strike 1. 1-1.
That's an interesting pitch right there. Let's see if that throws him off a little bit. He's been on a pretty good roll. He can't let it upset him. Just get back in the groove right here.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Next pitch will be number 100 for him now through 6 2/3.
Tell you what, 6 2/3. He got 100 pitches. He's done a nice job being really economical with his pitches.
Two balls and a strike. Here it is. Now a slider misses, and that pushes the count to 3-1.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
Grounded back up the middle, and a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
Well, it looks like just a ground ball base hit and the box scores, but man, that ball was hit hard up the middle. He's going to do well for himself if he stays consistent and keeps that approach.
Here's Brett Gardner now, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Hot shot on the ground is short. There's Baez on to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Yankees. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. And Joe Girardi's going to get up off the dugout bench and confer at home plate, so we'll likely see a double switch here. Brian Mitchell will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Aaron Hicks is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Number 31.
Ready for another shot now, Miguel Montero. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th.
Leading off for the Cubs, catcher Miguel.
And that misses ball 1.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
Montero waits. Now the pitch. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. And the pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. Gregorius onto the grass. Makes the play. 1 away.
Now batting, center fielder Sean Shea.
Ready for another chance? John Jay. He's 2 for 3 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The right fielder, number 22, Jason Hayward.
Here's Jason Hayward now. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Here comes the first pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
That looked like he was cheating for that fastball inside right there. Early swing, got out in front of that off-speed pitch. Clearly looking for a fastball.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. 2-1.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. And a fastball just a bit high.
Well, right here, this is what you live for. When you know you got a great hitter behind you, you're getting a good count. He's in a count right here, and just look for your pitch. You know they got to come after you.
This is on the ground over to first. Bird has it. A flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. Chase Headley will be the one to start us off when we return. It's the Cubs 4 and the Yankees nothing. Here's Chase Headley. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only one free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. 2-0. Now a ball hit foul off to the right and up into the crowd. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Here's a swing and a shot back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. Digging in the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that misses for ball 1.
And you've got to wonder if fatigue is becoming a bigger factor here to start the 8th. 3-0 is not the way you want to start the 8th out.
Here it comes, 1-0. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Nobody out, runner on first. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
I like what I'm seeing right now. In, and then goes away. If you pound him in early, it opens up the outside half of the plate, and that's what he's doing right now.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Waiting next, Jacoby Ellsbury. He's set. Here's the 3-1. And that'll miss for ball 4 as this one gets away.
And when your pitch count gets over 100, you've got to expect them to lose a little bit of accuracy out there. And I think if he gets in any more trouble, they might come get him. We'll see if he can finish strong.
Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. The throw pulls him off the bag. On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. 7 solid innings for him in this one as he gave his club a very strong outing indeed. Justin Grimm is summoned in the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases loaded, nobody out. Chris Carter will stand in against the new pitcher, and he couldn't ask for a better scenario as he stands in with the bases loaded and nobody out. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Well, the Yankees have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to see if they can get it, but now it sure would be a good time.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Standing in now, Gary Sanchez, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball. 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Ball 2 now.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0 and the bases loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Slider taken for a called strike. 2-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. And it misses. 3-1 now. Greg Bird will be next. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
Has to challenge him now. Here's the pitch. Oh, and a huge strikeout there as he certainly does his job out of the pen. And we'll see how they go after the next guy here.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. And, Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
First pitch on its way. And that one stayed up a little high.
Bases loaded, no outs, and they get 2 outs, and it looks like you're 1 out away from getting out of the whole inning. You got to come up with a big 2-out hit here. You don't want to walk away with the bases loaded, no out situation and not score.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0, and he holds up here, but the pitch is a called strike anyway. 2 out, bases loaded. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
We can't hear it from here, obviously, but I think someone in the dugout just yelled, "Wear it," because that could have been a run.
And the pitch on 2-1. A fastball right over the outside corner.
Well, here we sit, 2 on, 2 outs, 2 strikes. Look, they start off looking good this inning, and it'd be very deflating if they don't pick up something here. A lot more pressure on him than he thought going up there.
Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Another 2-2 offering. Back up the middle and through into center field. A base hit. 1 run scores. And the second run is in as well as they're on the board in a big way. It's 4-2 now.
No runs are scored in the inning. You got 2 strikes 14, on the hitter, 2 outs, and you feel like you're going to get out of this thing. You're 1 pitch away, and the pitch ends up being a base hit to drive into. He's got to be so frustrated by that.
Hector Rondon trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Hector Rondon.
Here's Starlin Castro. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Skied into straightaway right. Hayward has a read on it. And the inning is over. So 2 runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Cubs 4 and the Yankees 2. Here's Chris Bryant now. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far.
Third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Into the windup and the pitch. And a ball 1-0. Here's a breaking ball that falls in there for a strike to even things at 1-1.
Love that pitch right there, and he executed it perfectly. A big arcing curveball that starts at the batter's hip and then just bends onto the inside corner. A lot of hitters have a tendency to open up way too early, and they can't make good contact on that pitch.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And another foul ball. Again, a 1-2. Another one sent foul. The 1-2 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
You know, these kind of at-bats can drive you crazy when you're on the mound. I mean, he's been ahead of him pretty much the whole time, but he just can't put him away. Not only that, but it's costing him a lot of bullets.
Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
First baseman number 44,
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Here it comes on 1-1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Now the pitch. Cut fastball that time, but he doesn't bite, and now it's 3-1.
Hey, one thing's clear. He's not afraid to pitch inside, right? One pitch ducks him away, then he comes right back with another one. So clearly this pitcher, he's not afraid to work that inner half of the plate.
As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Up next for the Cubs, left fielder Kyle Schwarber.
Striding in once again, Kyle Schwarber. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. Into the windup and the pitch. A high fastball is in there. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
That is a filthy combination. High 90s with the fastball and then that nasty curveball. It's almost unhittable, almost unfair to the hitter.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. And bye-bye, that one's gone into the bleachers. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 5 on the year. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
A 3-run deficit in the bottom of the 8th is tough for a visiting team to overcome. But they've got 3 outs left. And after that homer, they're going to need to string together some hits to make a game of this thing.
The batter, number 9.
Here's Javier Baez.
Javier
As he'll go after the first pitch and promptly line one into left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Around first, digging for 2. And the gamble will work out. He's in at second base with a 2-out double.
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by no matter what. Work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches. But when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it. And that's just what he does. He jumped all over it.
Coming to the plate now, Ben Zobrist. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. And so they'll issue the free pass, and with the pitcher on deck, that'll force their hand here with 2 gone.
The pitcher, number 56, Hector Rondon.
Addison Russell will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 27, Addison Russell.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. He'll check in here at 256. 3 homers and 14 driven in. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. 1 strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. And misses badly on a pitch down in the dirt. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Now a flare out toward right center. Long run, but he gets there to track this one down, and a very nicely recorded out number 3. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. Last chance coming up here for the Bombers. It's now 5-2 Chicago. Welcome back to MLB Network. Great to have you with us from Chicago as the ninth inning is set to get underway. Wade Davis comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Wade Davis.
Here's Didi Gregorius. He'll be the one to lead off against Wade Davis, who will look to try to save this one here. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
The last thing you want to do when you've got a 3-run lead in the ninth is give the other guys any sense of hope. It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking until he gets a strike.
Oh, he checked his swing there and pops this one up. Therefore, it is Baez, and he's got it for the first out.
Up next for the Yankees, pitcher Brian Mitchell.
Matt Holliday will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning.
Holliday.
Swing and a flare hit toward right. Hayward shading to his right, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman Chase Headley.
Settling in now, Chase Headley, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now look out as that pitch sends him tumbling to the ground. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And a knuckle curve missed that time. 2-1. 2 out, nobody on. Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1.
You know, you don't always have to straight challenge a guy on a 3-2 count. With the 3-run lead, no one on base, this is the perfect situation to do it. No reason to nibble and possibly set up a big inning.
And this will be a called strike 2, and trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight.
Did you see the movement on that pitch? Started right at him and came back over the plate. That is that two-seamer with great movement.
Now a swing and a miss on a pitch that tied him up in knots, and the ball game is over.
Some more good work out of the bullpen as he notches his 10th save of the season right there. Nice job.
5-2 the final score tonight. Chicago secured their 10th victory of the season. Jake Arrieta notches his 3rd win of the year. Wade Davis records the save, his 10th. So that's a wrap here tonight. From my partners in the booth, Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 5 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Yankees, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 2 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Wrigley Field, 45,936. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball. and remind you to please drive home safely.